Yes, it's the countdown to 2024 and all eyes on the Republican Party and who will face the Democrats' presumptive nominee, President Biden. One of those hopefuls is rumored to be Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who was in Washington yesterday hunting for support for that 2024 bid. But the visit appears to have fallen flat after several members of Florida's congressional delegation announced support for former President Donald Trump instead. It seems that he is the clear front runner with a massive lead over other potential competitors. ABC News Deputy Political Director Avery Harper joining us now to discuss. So, Avery, DeSantis seems to be selling himself as a non-Trump option for Trump voters. He hasn't officially announced a bid for the White House, but he's already trailing. And then we saw this 538 poll. Trump, 64 endorsements. DeSantis, 4. And many of those Trump endorsements come from the state of Florida. So does DeSantis have a fighting chance here?
Well, it's certainly not over yet. It's very early on in the game. When you look at recent polling of voters, right, what you see is that former President Trump is definitely out ahead of any potential or declared candidate, but DeSantis is the closest competitor. And so that is something to be said. Of course, endorsements are a measure of establishment support, and that's why we saw Governor Ron DeSantis in Washington, D.C. to try and shore up some relationships on the Hill with lawmakers there. But you have to remember there was a time when the establishment was not with former President Trump either. So it's too early to tell.
All right. Well, Florida is one of multiple states with restrictive abortion bans. We're talking a lot about abortion today because of the abortion pill right there at the center of the Supreme Court. How's the issue playing out in the Republican primary so far, you think?
Right. Well, for Governor Ron DeSantis, when you look at the abortion ban that he signed into law in Florida, he did that behind closed doors. Now, that was a very deliberate choice. When you look at Senator Tim Scott, who has launched an exploratory committee, he also took a bit of a stumble when he was asked about his support for a national abortion ban. When you think about abortion, you look at the midterm elections, it was not a winning issue for Republicans. And so I think what we're going to continue to see is some of these Republican candidates try to tread carefully on the issue.
Finally, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. officially announcing he's going to run for president as a Democrat in 2024. Does he have any chance at all here, you think, Avery?
It is a very, very long shot for RFK Jr. First of all, his famous family is not with him. His sister, Rory Kennedy, said that she was going to support President Biden. When you look at some of the anti-vaccine rhetoric that he has spread, the misinformation about vaccines that he has spread, that's going to make folks wary to support him. And of course, lastly, you have President Biden, who is expected to launch a re-election bid. And so any incumbent president has a definite leg up, and that's going to make it difficult for any Democratic challenger. Kira.
All right. A lot to talk about in the coming year. Plus, Avery, thank you.
Definitely.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.